Welcome to the GMAT 41's YouTube channel. In this video, I'll quickly show you how you can handle quadratic equation. But first, what is a quadratic equation? Any equation in which the highest power of the unknown is 2 is called a quadratic equation. We are going to focus on the type given as ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is actually the general form of a quadratic equation. What are the methods of solving quadratic equation? There are 4 methods of doing that. 1. Factorization method. 2. Completing the square method. 3. Quadratic formula method. And of course, 4. Using graph to solve a quadratic equation. That is graphical method. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to use factorization method to solve a quadratic equation and get the roots of that quadratic equation. We have this example to look at. Find the root of the equation 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Solution. The first thing you have to do is to multiply a by c. In the first place, what is a? A is that number multiplying x squared. And so in this question, our a is 2. Then what is c? C is called a constant term. If you look at ax squared plus bx plus c, c is that term that does not contain x. And in our question, c is equal to 1. So first of all, we do a times c. That is 2 times 1 in our case. And that is going to give us 2. Next, we are going to find 2 factors of this AC. Remember, our a times c is plus 2. Find 2 factors of it, which when added will give us plus 3. Plus 3 is b, that is the number multiplying x in our question. In this case, it is 3. So find 2 numbers of plus 2, which when added will give us plus 3. The 2 numbers which are factors of plus 2 added to give us plus 3 are plus 1 and plus 2. Now what do we do with these factors? Go back to the given quadratic equation. 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. In place of the 3x, replace it with the factors. What are the factors? Plus 1 and plus 2. But that 1 and 2 will carry x, will bear x. So we are going to get 2x squared plus 1x. 1x is the same as x plus 2x. Then plus 1. Equal to 0. Take note of what I have done. In place of 3x, I replaced it with x plus 2x. Then we now have plus 1 equal to 0. Now we have to factorize. To factorize, we have 4 terms now. We are going to group the 4 terms in 2's. Alright, so I've decided to enclose them in brackets. You can see that. So in the first bracket, we factorize the common term. And what is common to that first bracket? Clearly, it is x. So if you pull out that x, it's called factorization. Bring it out of the bracket. What will be left in the new bracket? What will be left there will be 2x plus 1. Then we move to the next bracket. Notice that the sign which I brought out from the bracket is plus. Generally, the first sign of the number there is what we bring out. If it is minus, we bring out that minus. If it is plus, we bring out plus. Now, in that bracket, we have 2x plus 1. What is common to 2x plus 1? What is common is simply 1, okay? So we're bringing out plus 1 from the bracket. Then what will be left in the bracket? The new bracket will be 2x plus 1. Nothing will change because what you factorized is 1. Then equal to 0. At this point, what we now have to do is to pick one of the brackets and then pick the terms outside the bracket. We will enclose them in another bracket. And so, next, each of the brackets will be made equal to 0. So we have 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Solving for x, you collect like terms. 2x will be equal to 0 minus 1, which will give us 2x equal to minus 1. Then divide through by 2. X will be equal to minus 1 over 2. Next, we pick the second bracket, x plus 1 equal to 0. And then again solve for x. Collect like terms. Therefore, x will be equal to 0 minus 1. And the value of x will be equal to minus 1. In conclusion, the root of this quadratic equation, which is also called the zeros of the quadratic equation. Take note, root of a quadratic equation is also called zeros of the quadratic equation. So the values of x there, which are the roots of the equation, are x equal to minus 1 over 2 or x equal to minus 1. So this is how we factorize a quadratic equation to get the roots of the equation. I hope you enjoyed the video lesson. Like and leave your comment. Subscribe to GMAT41's YouTube channel. Share the video and then invite your friends to also subscribe to the GMAT41's YouTube channel. In our next video, I'll be teaching you how you can use completing the square method to solve a given quadratic equation.